Hello, dear children. How are you all? Hopefully, you all are happy, healthy, and excited for today's story. Without delay, let's get started. Let's begin. Quickly close your eyes so that you can imagine the entire story like a movie playing in front of your eyes. So, let's begin. Long, long ago, in a peaceful kingdom of Prem Nagari, there lived a kind-hearted king named Maharaja Vivekandra. In the royal temple stood the most precious treasure of his ancestors, a magnificent statue of Devi Durga, lovingly carved from a single stone. It had been worshipped for generations, and the people believed that the blessings of the goddess protect the entire kingdom. One morning, when the king visited the temple, he was shocked. The right hand of Devi Durga's statue was broken. The king's heart sank. How could it happen? He wondered anxiously. This is the legacy of my ancestors. That night, the worried king had a vivid dream. Devi Durga herself appeared before him, radiant like 1,000 suns. She said gently, "O king, do not grieve. My hand broke not out of accident but to give you a message. I wish to be worshipped by a pure-hearted priest, someone whose devotion is true and filled with love. When that person begins worshipping me, my hand will heal on its own." The king woke up with new hope. He ordered all the renowned priests, scholars, and pundits of the kingdoms to come to the palace. Each was one given the responsibility to worship and care for the statue. The king waited each day to see whether Devi Durga's hand would heal, and then this way the test of priests began. The first priest, known for his great knowledge of scriptures, examined the statues and said, "Your Majesty, this idol is now khandit, damaged. According to our tradition, it should be discarded." But day passed and nothing changed. The hand remained broken. The king said, and king cited, "You may be learned, but you are not the chosen one." The second priest came, and then the third, and all had different philosophies. Some said to immense the idol, some said to replace it, some argued about rituals and rules, but none looked at the statue with love. Still, Devi Durga's hand did not heal. And then arrival of last priest happened. Finally, the last priest arrived, a simple man named Bhagwanan. He was not as famous as others, not wrapped with pride, not adorned with scholarly title. He was quiet, humble, and had eyes filled with kindness. The moment he entered the temple, he folded his hands and said softly, "Mother, I have come." He did not talk about rules. He did not judge the broken hands. He simply began worshipping with sincere devotion. When other scholars told him mockingly, "Why waste time on a broken idol? It is incomplete." And Bhagwanan smiled and replied, "If someone in your family get injured or lose a limb, do you discard them? No, you love them even more. Then how can I abandon the mother who has given us life?" Everyone fell silent. Bhagwanan prepared the prasadam for Devi. Before offering it, he took a tiny taste, not out of disrespect but to ensure that the flavor was perfect. He would smell the flower to check their freshness, saying, "Only the best should reach my mother." Day after day, the worship with the same honest devotion, not to prove himself, not to impress the king, but simply out of love. And then the miracle happened. Burned down, as the soft sunlight enters the temple, a guard ran to the palace shouting, "Your Majesty, come quickly!" The king hurried to the temple, breathless. What he saw brought tears to his eyes. Devi Durga's hand was completely healed, smooth, beautiful, the whole as if it had never been broken. The king turned to Bhagwanan with folded hands. Your devotion has melted the heart of the goddess. You are the true chosen one. Bhagwanan bowed humbly. Your Majesty, I had done nothing. Only love has done the healing. So this was the story, and hopefully you all must have enjoyed it. What we learned from today's story, our each story is teaching us something. What we learned from today's story. Our today's story is giving us some morals. The moral of the story is true devotion is not found in rituals, rules, or scholarly knowledge. It is found in pure heart, sincere love, and selfless services. When worship comes from love, even the broken becomes whole. Okay? So this is about our today's story. And please do share this story with your friends, relatives, neighbors, cousins, school friends, everyone. And do subscribe to our channel. We will meet again tomorrow with a new story. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Lots of blessings.